This trip began the solo flight from Mumbai to Delhi, and I enjoyed my first flight alone. We got ready for our road trip the next morning from Delhi to Leh. Day 1 was to Punjab. We reached an army camp, which was so interesting to see. We then visited Golden Temple, where the number of people so dedicated to their faith really moved me. The temple itself was beautiful with precious marble and stones decorating the inside, the gold glinting majestically. And the experience left me tired but fulfilled. Punjab to Gulmarg was a long trip with mountains going up in jagged paths, changing from brown to purple to maroon. The drive showed me just how big the world is, with so many things you don't even know of, making me feel like an ant in a world of elephants. We finally reached High Altitude Warfare School, where the view left me speechless, slope after slope like layers of cake. We went for a small trek up the hill, the intense conditions making me respect the soldiers even more. Our final cut to Leh was filled with the landscape changing from greenery to complete rock as we went through the Aryan village, an old area where the folk are supposed to have blue eyes and tall figures, unique from other mountain people. In a while, we reached Kargil War Memorial, where we were told about the whole Kargil War that took place in 1999. I learned about the soldiers' resilience, their courage, and their final words, seeing the many sacrifices made. We reached Leh in the evening, going for a stroll in Leh market and having dinner. For the night, we stayed with Border Roads Organization, which was another new thing for me. We stayed in Leh for a few days, traveling to different monasteries and tourist spots in order to acclimatize and get used to the oxygen levels. With that came our first day of trekking. We had a drive till a small piece of land where our horses grazed. I watched the horses carry our bags and felt like I was being transported 100 years back with olden ways and places. After quite a bit of walking, we finally reached our camping ground where it was my first time seeing proper camping tents. It was an experience in its own, just to see the tents being pitched, the horses feeding, getting the feel of camping in the mountain. The next day, having a nice breakfast, today's journey was more uphill and we walked through streams, over bridges, coming across ancient traditions that were explained to us, or the story of thieves doing major crimes in this part of the mountains long back. We saw the humble homes and I got to know so much about the simple lifestyle, learning how less is sometimes more. With long walks, we finally reached our camping ground. As the river soothed our aching feet, my mind once again in awe of the grandeur of the nature around me. Day 3 was a big altitude lift, and the steep climbs made me really focus on my body, wondering how mountain folk so easily climb as if it's nothing. We trekked over hills and stopped by a calm lake, enjoying the serenity and empty but not empty vibe. It was tough to keep going, but the previous days taught me to just go with the flow and don't stop. With the peak in full sight in front of us, we stopped at our camping site. Our guide told us all about the peaks and climbs over here, and we had hot food and hearty laughs. But alas, we got acute mountain sickness. Having to go to camp 200 meters lower, we saw wanderers and different other campers as we got to know all about the other trails here. But the magic truly started the next day when I woke up to fresh snow falling as the tent was absolutely covered with clumps of ice that I later used to make snowballs. Being my first time seeing natural snow, a totally unreal moment. Happy and all better now, we headed back to our base camp, the water freezing and the mountains covered in ice and mist. But even after all of this, I was not prepared to see the thick snow the next morning. As soon as I stepped out the tent, I could not believe my eyes as snowflakes drifted and fell on my body. We built a snowman too, and I felt like a complete architect. But lovely as this was, this also meant we couldn't cover the peak. So, even though my spirits were a little dampened by not being able to climb, we still had a childlike fun in our hearts as we had a snowball fight nevertheless. I learned to move on and enjoyed the rest of our journey back, understanding where to step and how to not slip and fall in the ice. The trek home was interesting, stopping for a night at a guest house, and I liked seeing the small community in the mountains weave itself together. We headed back to Leh, road traveling to Delhi via Manali, a different route than how we came as it was a big circle. Manali was an experience to say the least, but that's a story for another time. This is Mishti signing out.